know what? Technically, China and Russia are becoming a terrorist threat to them, man. Because they're terrified at them, man. China and Russia are terrifying the Western powers of the world. And the Western European powers as well with them. That's why they want to call them terrorists and everything. But all the other countries, man, are taking up a parable against you. They know that you're the wicked. And now that China and Russia finally stepping up, you know, it's just like the big dog on the block. I'm gonna go follow him, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get with him. So everybody finna gang up with them, man. Come against you. Right?
It says, because ye were, it says, and Chaldea shall be a spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied, says the Lord.
And right now, America's being robbed from a lot of money because what? The other countries are dumping the American dollar, and now they're finna start using their own currency as foreign exchange. So guess what? American dollar losing value. This toilet paper. You don't really have anything.
That's gonna show you America ain't shit because, okay, Gaddafi, what he did, he dropped U.S. dollar and used gold. What happened? They went over there and put a bullet right in his head and took his ass out. So, with that being said, why they won't go over to Russia and take them out? Why they won't go to China and take them out? Because they not a big badass as they claim to be.
Hey, come on.
They know Russia beat their ass.
Come on, prime example. When you had all these insurgencies inside these countries in the Middle East, so to say, like Syria and Yemen and all that, the United States when they aided them. But when Russia went into Ukraine and took hold of a city, they ain't do shit. Yeah, because you know you ain't do shit.
Yeah, you can't fuck with Russia like that.
But when all them other countries, I mean, they were having insurgencies with people of their own country. Russia invaded another country, so to say, and took hold of a certain city, and y'all ain't do shit. Man, y'all know y'all ain't got that power like that.
Exactly.
You threaten people, but other countries they don't want to go into war, but the Most High bring it back to Jones, man. Russia.
Because you were going to Afghanistan and Iraq and just straight set your boots on the ground,
bomb the
shit out of them,
rape the women,
everything. But why you didn't do that to Russia when they did what they did to China when they devalued their currency? Because you know you can't fuck with them.
Nope.
You know you want to pick on the little guys. Y'all weak, man.
That's it.
You know Russia heat this bitch up.
You just like a bully, man. You're like a bully in school.
Yeah, you don't want to mess
on the little
Yeah.
kid. But that one quiet motherfucker, you'll fuck around and push you one day, he just gonna explode on your ass. All you're gonna do is get up with a bloody nose and walk off. That's it. That's it. You realize, you can't fuck with everybody.
Verse 11. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage.
Right, because you have destroyed the Most High's heritage. What's his heritage? The children of Israel. So when you go into that word destroy, it literally means to unbuild. We was already built up as being his people, but you come and stripped us of everything. Our heritage, our identity, our land. Now we're just vagabonds over here in America. Yeah, we need shit.
It says, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of my heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls.
And they did grow, they did rejoice at it, because you look at these pictures down here, you know, they had brothers hanging, charred to death. They just smiling, taking pictures, man. You know, you like around July 4th on 1776 during their so-called independence from Great Britain, I believe. The brother sent me a picture, man. You have brothers with their arms around the tree, or trunk of a tree, man, handcuffed. That same day they claimed they had their independence, man. They were rejoicing that they didn't give a fuck about us, but they were just rejoicing at the so-called independence. But guess what? You got rich off of our slavery. And that's why 2/3 of our people gotta die, man. My younger cousin, she gonna ask me, you going to the cookout? When? Tomorrow? This shit stated yesterday. I said, nah, I'll celebrate holidays. Oh, it's tomorrow. I don't give a fuck if Labor Day was 4 years from now. I don't celebrate all that shit. celebrate. Did they keep the Day of Atonement? I don't think so.
Fuck no.
Exactly.
None of their sins were cleansed, man. They filthy. That's why I speak of late in their iniquities, man, because you people don't acknowledge the high holy days, man.
And that's why the Lord said, why must you be stricken anymore?
And with that being said, why we even have to, even if we told you the Day of Atonement was here, you wouldn't fucking acknowledge it.
You wouldn't keep it.
You can't eat that whole day. You think they gon' what the fuck kind of holiday is that?
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? They gonna look at you like you
Like
crazy.
you crazy.
Can't eat.
And
You supposed to eat on holidays.
I feel exactly.
That's how they gonna think.
It's a solemn. To them, it's a solemn feast. But the Lord said He hates your solemn feast, man. You know, and even to this day, man, I'm still a little afraid because I forgot and I took a few sips of water on the Day of Atonement, man. But you know, that's just me trying to rehearse the righteous act. But I was afraid. I thought about it, and you was there. You were like, "You supposed to drink water?" I was like, "I don't know." And ever since then, after that day you left, and when we did the word, I ain't drink no more. But then I heard other the Bible say you supposed to eat more juice. I was like, "Well, that's when I repented." Still there, man. Trying to keep the laws and the commandments. You know? At least I'm trying. They not. You got brothers out there saying that you can eat. That's why they out of GMS now. GMS Gold Coast, man.
So it's a feast day, not
It's
a fast.
feast day. When the hell you get that at?
God.
Man? You know you done.
Hey, that's why Elder Oz say, man, you're done.
You're done.
You're out of here.
There's no explanation. Because guess what? Now you got so many people that went off that they sins may not even be cleansed, man.
They got nice beard, but he's rocking for fashion though.
He rocking for fashion. You know, he got a nice face for it. Got the fade in the back and shit. Got a little glasses on. Probably from up north or something.
It says, because ye are grown fat as a heifer at grass, as a bellow as bulls.
And
you mean, you know, you grew fat off our destruction, man. Off of slavery. That's how you got fat, man. You eating lavishly. And we talking about you elites right now, man.
fuck the eater might be these slabs of rib on the fucking grill. Fuck them.
You talking about the motherfuckers that's eating caviar numerous times a day, man.
Have a beautiful Swedish, I would say the Swedish maize.
Yeah.
First thing I did.
You know, the French women that be speaking with that.
Yeah,
shit,
we
man. You know what I mean? Fine motherfuckers like
you
that,
know,
man.
They have them small little stewardess skirts on.
Yeah.
They bend over to put the tea down.
The
Caroline and
stuff,
stuff,
man.
Yeah, they live it up,
That's
man.
the kind of stuff they got, man.
That's why I say, man, you know what? Live it up, because the Most High set you up. I'm not going to go there with the Most High set up. But best believe I'm not going to go against him bringing you down. So live it up.
It says, your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost nations shall be a wilderness. Death to America. Devil. A dry land in the desert. Because of the wrath of the Lord it shall not be inhabited, but shall be wholly desolate.
So America's going to be completely desolate, man. Holy. Not, what did it say? Not one stone shall be unturned.
Khan, say that. You see this? Yahawashi say, you see this? So not one stone be unturned, man. So you're not gonna be able to come back on America and see a brick there. And see one of these bricks still in the ground. You're not gonna be able to see that, man. Because not only the Most High, his anger gonna be in the missiles, man. His energy gonna be in the missiles. You know? So man, oh my God, but y'all just don't know, but that's why this place is gonna be heat waves. That destroying wind just gonna bling.
You get fucked up.
It's gonna sweep. That's why they say I shall sweep through the besom of destruction. Because when that wind comes through, it's gonna sweep, disintegrating everything, turn everything into dust. Motherfucker gonna be sitting there like this 1 minute. But first off, you gonna get that full effect, because especially if you're not close to it, you're gonna be just melting. Your eye, like I said in Jeremiah, their eyes shall melt out their socket. They gonna see their lip falling like this, drooping, and they just gonna be so hot, like just crying and screaming, and all they shit just gonna be melting on them. And once that wind comes, it's just gonna finish the job.
If y'all ever watched that new version of the movie called House of Wax, when the whole House of Wax was on fire, if you watch how all the faces of the wax figure was melting off, that's how
that's how it's gonna be in that day, man.
That day.
You damn right, brother. Them people was just.
That was just.
And that's how it's
Can
gonna
you
be,
imagine
man.
your skin just falling off like butter in a hot skillet?
Yeah, that's exactly how it's gonna be.
God, that's why they call Porto now.
Got scripture, go ahead, bro.
2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 11. They were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight. This is YAHAWASHI. And burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. And when I saw this, I was afraid. Edgy was afraid. He said all he saw was dust and smoke. So guess what? Every brick is gonna be turned to dust, man. Like people, like they were saying when the Twin Towers went down. How the hell can an airplane that hit the top half of a tower make the entire tower implode on itself
from the bottom?
But then at the end of everything settling, it was dust everywhere. Cause there was explosions, man. He said, the dude said, take a spinner block and drop it from 1,000 feet. It's not going to be pulverized into dust. It won't be. And then even during the Philadelphia fire, they said the building burnt a lot longer, and it was a lot hotter, but the whole infrastructure was still standing. Come on, man. So that means it's going to be nothing left when the nukes hit. That's nuclear, man. That's dealing with the elements, the molecules.
Well, that go to show you the work of the devil, boy. That you can just take two whole buildings down full of people. You gotta have no heart inside of you, boy. That's how I show you, boy. The Most High is perfect in His works, boy. And the Most High got His righteous side and His wicked side.
You don't want to see His left side, man.
His left side is just straight, perfect, and evil, darkness, and wickedness, man. The Most High, he's perfect in what he does,
he's perfect in what he do, man. Because people will be like, well, how can the Lord do that to something? Well, guess what? The Most High has a reason for everything He does, man. I don't question it. I don't question it at all.
And it says, you got something?
Yeah. Go ahead. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 16. All the works of the Lord are exceeding good, and whatsoever He commanded shall be accomplished in due season. So it's always going to be good, no matter what He says.
It says, everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Put yourself in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her.
And all of you nations that have nuclear capabilities, the Lord said, let loose your arrows, man. Go ahead.
Spare no arrows, for she sinned against the Most High.
He said, spare none. Spare no, let go all your missiles. That's why in Isaiah chapter 13, it talks about the youth. It says they should basically have no pity for the children or the women. He said, not even your gold or your silver can save you. That's why when America had the talks with Iran, they tried to lift those sanctions, but they tried to be slick so they could send an American advisor or political person in there.
Yeah.
Hey, the dude Iran said they're not going to infiltrate our country. And guess what? Russia sent the military weapons weeks after that. Yep. So they laughing at America.
S-300s.
That's S-300s, man. Like Sam Turner, man. They don't even see you as a threat. They laughing at you, man. They make mockery. And guess what? Not to get off subject, Vladimir Putin finally admitted that he actually aided Syria in that fight against the rebels. And guess what? Back in, I think, 2013, I believe 2013, 2012, there was an article in Washington Post that said America was aiding the rebels. That's why America has a problem with Putin aiding the Syrian government, because Bashar Assad, they're actually in cahoots with Russia. And America is trying to take down their regime so they can set up another political person.
Yeah,
it's all a scheme, man.
It's a proxy war, actually.
Yeah, because they claim that they're arming the rebels who they said were terrorists at first. people gotta wake up and read what the fuck's really going on. How you gonna deem these rebels terrorists, but then because they claim that Syria used a chemical weapon near Damascus, which is close to Israel, so that's why they're arming rebels. You just trying to find some excuse so you can try and infiltrate Syria. So after it get bad, you'll make some excuse for you to go over there and help them. And then that's when Russia gonna get involved if you do.
And the whole objective of that is to get to Iran.
Yup, that's their whole objective.
That's why they're trying to get the